Recently, SoFi stock price has dipped after Chamath Paper Hands Polyhopatia sold 15% of his stake, and also after the news of the secondary offering of common stock. If you haven't checked out our video discussing Chamath selling 15% of his stake, be sure to check that out. The good news is, there's a silver lining in every dark cloud, and we're here to tell you all about it. After the third quarter earnings release, SoFi dominated most of their competition. With $272 million in reported Q3 revenue, SoFi earned a 35% year-over-year increase in net revenue, and that's quite above what the analysts were expecting for the past quarter. But on top of that, in this video, we'll be talking about the behemoth that is Vanguard that's loading the boat and why this is so important to you as a SoFi investor. Stick around until the very end to watch a clip of Commander Noto praising SoFi. Welcome to Wealth Gambit. On this channel, we've been covering SoFi for around 7 months since May at $14, and we've made a playlist with over 50 videos if you want to check those out. We're not financial advisors, and no, we're not sponsored by SoFi. We just like the stock. If you guys like this type of content, hit that like and subscribe button. It takes quite a long time to make these videos, and it helps the channel out a lot. Also, check out our social media accounts for some SoFi memes and other cool stuff. Months ago, we were just telling you that institutions own 39.82% of SoFi. But just after the release of the third quarter earnings, 43.89% of SoFi is now owned by institutional investors. That's about a 10% increase. And remember, when big institutions are investing, it's definitely not just for the short term. It means they're joining us for the long haul, because the only reason you would buy a stock is if you believed it will eventually go up. As more and more insiders are buying what they think is good for their own pockets, this news is nevertheless good for us SoFi bulls. Let's talk about Vanguard and why this is such a big deal. Vanguard is the second largest investment company in the world that provides a wide range of choices of low-cost mutual funds, ETFs, financial advice, and other finance-related services. Vanguard has been in operation since 1975. As investors, we need to ask ourselves, what do they know that we don't know? They manage about 209 US funds and about 232 more outside the US market. As of January, the company leads the industry with about 7.2 trillion global assets under management, and that's from about 30 million investors in 170 countries. 30 million investors. If that isn't credibility, then I don't know what is. This big time shareholder of SoFi now has about 4 trillion in its portfolio, mainly coming from 4,456 total holdings based on its latest 13F filings. If you remember, Lil Wayne made a song called A Milli. Vanguard, on the other hand, just invested 4 trillion. Anyways, Vanguard has a track record of being bullish on Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, and Alphabet Incorporated. As you can see, all these companies are doing quite well now. Just to give you a peek of what's in their portfolio, it now holds a total of about $4.026 trillion. On top of the new positions it placed this past quarter, Vanguard Group Inc. also assumes a seat in Commander Noto's flight to the moon. Vanguard has always been a part of the 371 institutional holders of SoFi, but this company got the most load in the past quarter, garnering a total of about 47 million shares. SoFi is a huge success story in the making, and we've all seen it from the very beginning. In Noto we trust. With its increasing number of members, now around 2.94 million, its extensive business model of cross-selling now enables them to gather more money, and from setting its foot in the international footprint with SoFi Hong Kong, everything will definitely fall into place in the near future. It's not a surprise when more and more huge companies are now taking their time to line up for SoFi's success in the near future. And when they do, we're definitely right here with you when the price dips to buy even more shares. Vanguard might be one of the largest investment firms in the whole world, but SoFi is ready to fly and become one of the biggest fintech companies to achieve rapid growth in an industry that's ripe for innovation. Seeing how Vanguard Group is getting ready to take off with SoFi, let's hear a word from the captain himself.
We've accomplished more at SoFi this year than many other companies will achieve in a lifetime. I'm incredibly proud of these accomplishments and the additional progress we made during the third quarter, which marks a year-long sprint of incredible company milestones. Now the only thing that stands between where we are today and our long-term aspirations for SoFi is us. And I have absolutely no doubt that we have the right strategy, the right team, with the right goals to deliver on these aspirations and more. Thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to talking to you when we report fourth quarter results. Thank you.
That wraps it up for today's video, guys. How do you feel about this news? Share your thoughts and let us know in the comments down below. The best comment gets shouted out in the next vid. Until next time, peace.